Hershey Park, being a jackass, and we drank Post Malone's wine last week. This week on Jim Joe Steve Show.
Hey, yeah, yo. Here's a story about 20 years ago. Three bros who grew up in Baltimore to the beach show. Every summer they had to go before they got married with kids. Now they all grown. Long trips to New York and Toronto. Playing beer pong with Captain Morgan's free throws. And if you don't know, now you know. Coming in hot, Jim Joe Steve Show.
Howdy, and welcome back to another Tip and Tips with Jim, Joe, and Steve, where we go over darn tootin'est practices for all your cow tipping adventures. My name's Joe.
Howdy, y'all. This is James.
Steve. That, I was not ready for that.
That was good.
Thanks. I wrote that a while ago. It's just been sitting on my phone. I was going through it trying to figure out what I was going to talk about, which is just an intro. That's all I got.
Okay.
How you guys doing?
Should we talk in like Southern cowboy accents? Okay.
I couldn't do that for a whole episode.
All my impressions always do become Borat when I'm like, if you like do an Italian accent, I'll be like, I like a pizza. I just say some
Pizza.
food item and say I like.
Although your Leslie Chow is pretty good. It
Yeah,
does not
yeah,
sound
yeah.
like Borat.
For our listeners who haven't gone back to
I'll do
that one, give us a quick Leslie Chow.
Toodaloo, motherfuckers. Yeah, boys.
Oh man, that's good
Bring your
stuff.
Pez.
Pez.
Yeah, fucking Pez. God, it's so good.
Oh,
I'm
man.
sweating now.
Yeah,
Must have been
it's
that
hot.
wine from last week. It's kicking in.
Joe, so you doing anything this weekend?
I am taking Joey tubing tomorrow
Nice.
in Harper's Ferry, and I'm taking him to Hershey Park on Thursday. What about you guys?
Just one kid?
Just one kid. Yeah, Libby's too young to go tubing and too small to go to Hershey Park. She gets to go to daycare this week.
Oh.
Joey gets to have some fun.
Yay.
I actually went to Hershey Park last week.
You don't
You-
say.
I do say.
Aren't your kids pretty young to go to Hershey Park?
Oh, yes. Well, we took Caitlin because she started college this week.
Oh,
So,
a nice little getaway.
Yeah, and
Nice.
we
She started this week and she needs a break.
yeah. Well, it was like I guess the last week I would see she
okay.
would be home because everything's different now.
When
like,
did you move her in?
She's gonna move in. The day before yesterday, whatever that day was, Monday.
2 days ago.
Yeah, 2 days ago. I'm heartbroken. So
Did you cry?
no, I didn't cry.
Did you shed a tear?
I probably had to do. Yeah, probably
That's
had to be
crying,
like do
Steve.
chalk. Be like, I yawned a little bit. That's the thing I always do. Like if I'm gonna, if I feel something coming on, I yawn.
You're afraid to cry?
I don't like to cry.
Oh, I love to have a good cry.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Do you go? Ooh! and then.
This is why guys don't cry, because they get made fun of from their friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, sometimes life just gets overwhelming, and you have a good cry, and you feel better.
What? Have you ever cried during a movie?
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah.
If there's
That's the only time I've cried in, maybe the last decade.
but I don't I don't generally cry at like things that make like super sad things. If there's like a happy father-son moment in a movie, that puts me down.
That gets me.
Yeah.
The Cat's in the Cradle. Remember the movie The Patriot?
With Mel Gibson.
I don't think I've
Yeah.
ever seen it.
In it, the girl that didn't talk, when he comes back before he goes back out to war, and she's like, "Daddy," when he's leaving. Fucking got me. God damn it.
Nice.
It always gets me too if I watch that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know that there's a thing in movies that towards the end there's typically like the big cry scene, right? Like the big emotional. Movies are made so that there's enough time after that scene for like guys to dry their eyes before the lights come on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's kind of a conscious thing that it's not like that and then that's the end. That's why there's normally like 5 years later and they're just sitting around eating whatever at dinner.
Tell Caitlin if she ever makes a movie the big boohoo cry at the end, and then lights
Turn
on
automatically
immediately.
on. Yeah, I know.
With little
Immediately.
spotlights.
Right,
Yeah.
and silence. No other
And like
sound
one of those
coming out
roller
of the movie.
coaster pictures.
Yeah.
And all their wives would buy it.
Right, right.
Yeah, but we decided to go to Hershey Park. We didn't bring Nick, my littlest one. He's 1.
Just left them home.
So we just left him in the car. We took my 3-year-old Jack, and who's probably a little too young to go to Hershey Park.
Oh, sure.
So we decided to go. It was like a spur of the moment thing. We were just like, fuck it, we'll all go to Hershey Park. So we got everybody up. So Hershey Park now, amusement parks, I don't know if this is like a standard thing with amusement parks, but they open up. It opens up at 11 and closes at 8. Is that
9.
normal?
It closes at 9, I think. Oh,
That seems late.
That
Like I
seems
feel like
late.
it used to open up at like 8.
Yes.
So,
So
you know,
did I.
something
And I
I'm like-
felt like I would stay at Hershey Park till like 10 o'clock at night and not get home till like midnight. And we're only like an hour and a half away from Hershey Park. We decided to go, and you know how getting kids out of the fucking door sucks.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
little kids out of the door. So we didn't end up getting up there till 12:30. When we got up there, my wife, my son Jack, Caitlin, so it was us 4 going there, and the rest of Pennsylvania. And probably a lot.
Did you go on Saturday?
A lot, yes.
I
I've
mean-
never gone to an amusement park on a Saturday. Well, probably.
Well, there was 3 things going on. There was like the usual Hershey Park stuff going on.
Uh-huh.
And then there was a huge soccer tournament. And then there was the Imagine Dragons concert.
Yep,
All in Pennsylvania? Like all
The
in
same
Hershey?
day.
at Hershey Park.
Oh.
And Macklemore was there.
Macklemore?
He was
Okay,
riding
so
around on a
that-
scooter. He was riding around on a scooter in the chocolate factory.
Add 5 more people on.
So, yeah. No,
Whoever
so,
he brought.
So it took. So it
I gotta
took.
like him. He's a good guy.
Yeah, no,
He helped solve a murder before.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway.
So it took. So we get up there from where I can see the sign that says Hershey Park to get to a actual parking spot, because they don't have fucking parking attendants. They don't have people pointing, like telling you where to go and all that shit.
It's cut back.
It
you know.
is a
COVID.
free for all, and you just fucking find place. Took us 25 minutes to find a spot to park.
How much were you guys arguing before you even parked?
We actually didn't argue at all. Well, you know what? Yes, we did argue. Now that I think about
I was
it,
gonna say, there's no way a husband and wife can go 25
Well,
minutes
because
in a parking
basically we were following a person. They were leaving. They had their fucking bags, and they were walking back. And we're like, we're just gonna get in this.
You
person.
leaving?
And
Who's leaving an hour after the park opened?
I don't know. Maybe must have just went to the chocolate store. But I was just drifting behind them, and then Steph was like, "You better fucking speed up in case somebody tries to take the spot that they're at." And I was like, "I don't know where the fuck they're parking, and I'm not driving past them." So it was like one of those, a pointless argument. But then we finally, after 25 minutes in the parking lot, we finally fucking get there.
From that person.
From that person, yeah. They end up seeing that I'm fucking stalking them and turn around. And she's like, "Oh, you guys are from Maryland, so are we." We're like, "You're looking for a parking spot?" They're like, "Yeah." They're like, "We're right at the end. We're like the last car in this row, so just do it." And then they, like, somebody tried to be like, "Hey, you can turn," and they were like, "No." They had it
nice.
first, so they had
That
her
was
back.
good. That was good.
Had her back. So we decided to fucking get there, and then when we get in the park, so now it's like 1:00. Everybody's hungry, so I was like, "All right, I'll get something fucking to eat." The process to get something to eat took 90 minutes.
Oh.
Took fucking 90 minutes, and just waiting in line trying to do the mobile order and all that shit. We were there from fucking 12:30 to we left at 7:30. I got on 2 rides.
Oh, that's like my Disney World experience.
2 fucking rides.
That's brutal.
One was the old cars. You know how they have the little
Like-
speedway thing
Oh,
where
like
you
when it's on their own track.
they're on their own track.
Oh.
One of them was that. And
Oh.
That's not even a
was the other
ride.
one a
I don't even
roller
count that
coaster?
as a
was
ride.
one Jack wanted
Yeah,
to get
of
on.
course,
So,
for a kid. Yeah.
and then Caitlin and I got on the Big Bear or something like that.
Oh, the
A
wooden
roller-
one?
No, it's not. It's a newer roller coaster,
Oh, okay.
and we got on that because the wait for that was was an hour. It was an hour and a half. Some of the rides had 3-hour wait times. It was a $60 per ticket. I was so goddamn miserable.
How much did you spend on food and like just junk?
Well, so Hershey Park now gives you a meal voucher thing.
Oh, really?
So we ended up, everybody got a free meal, which was the
cool.
lunch, and then we ate when we got home. We ended up leaving one. But so that wasn't that bad. But waters, of course, are $4. Can
you bring in a water bottle? I need a hot tip.
You can bring in a water bottle, but it has to be empty.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, and then you can fill it up there. But it fucking, I was so fucking pissed. They have a fast pass thing.
Oh, yeah?
That you legit, if you get it, you're not fucking waiting.
You get to go to the front on everything.
There's a separate line for you. You just kind of bypass it. Now, it's fucking pricey.
How much is it?
So the ticket for the park was $60 and the pass was $130 per ticket.
Ooh.
Hold on, per ride?
No, per that was the unlimited.
Oh, so
it turns your ticket into a
$200 ticket.
But then you could have got on everything?
You basically just go
sign me up for that.
So yes. So in hindsight, I would have done that, but I'm cheap. And I was like, fuck that. I'm not doing that. I have a little one with me. I'm not
right.
I'm not probably not going to get on as many rides as I think. But I didn't know fucking me and all of Pennsylvania was going to be there.
You probably picked the worst week.
People in line were like, we have season passes. This is the worst we've ever seen it.
Oh, I don't think I could commit to that fast pass thing because Joey's apprehensive about rides. And this will be the first big amusement park that he's gone to. He wants to do the water park.
It works for all that shit too.
Yeah, are there lines for like water park? Does the water park get busy?
I mean, checking the wait times for all that shit, it was all busy. I mean, maybe it's not.
Oh, you can check wait times?
Yeah, you download the Hershey Park app.
Oh, nice. This segment of Jim Joe Steve Show is brought to you by Jim Joe Steve Show. Jim Joe Steve Show, so good our moms listen twice.
Joe, do you remember when you and I went to Hershey Park on a whim?
No, we went to Six Flags.
Do you remember when we went to Six Flags on a whim?
I do.
Fucking guy can't even. What was in the last episode?
No, Jay Cutler.
But Joe and I,
I'm back, baby.
We must have both had off work back when we were both working at the same place, and we were like, it was like a random weekday. We're like, let's go to Six Flags.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, okay. We hype ourselves up. We drive to Six Flags, and then we smoke a little wacky tobacco. We thought this is going to be great. We're going to just ride rides like kids, and we're just going to be just fun time Sallies.
Such a mistake.
We did our business in the car. We walked in. We got on the Superman.
Yep.
It upset our stomach so much we left.
Are you fucking serious? I love that fucking roller coaster. That's so fucking funny.
It was the worst because we had we had these grand plans, and this is going to be like just an 80s montage movie of us just riding rides and roller coasters and just being high and like just laughing and winning prizes. And we go and get on this one roller coaster, and we both like, oh my god, I feel like I'm going to throw up. We're like, yeah. Let's get out of here. And I just went home.
It's like an hour drive.
Yeah. Have you ever been drunk at an amusement park? Like,
no,
not Disney, because Disney, everybody gets drunk at Disney. Steph was saying that she's walking around with Jack. There's like this young couple. They had to be like, she's like maybe 20. And she's like, I can see them. They're just fucking being weird. The one guy saying to the girl, like, babe, isn't this crazy? Isn't this crazy? And she's like, babe, I just see colors. All I see is colors, but I can't move. All I see is color. And he's like, yeah, we took way too much mushrooms. And I was like, holy shit, that doesn't sound like that would be fun.
They're just living. I bet it was awesome.
Maybe.
Not with that many people there. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Like,
there's this botanical garden also up in Pennsylvania. They do like a Christmas light walkthrough. It's this huge garden.
I think we went there one time. Maybe.
I think like the DuPonts opened it.
Paint people?
Yeah. And we went there, a few years ago around Christmas time. My mom and stepdad, and we brought Joey, and it was cool. And I do remember walking around and saying like, I bet, like, if you smoked pot, like, this would be a cool place to smoke pot and just walk around in. Like, just, like, seeing all the different plants. Oh, dude, you would love this. They had, like, 100-year-old bonsai trees
Oh, wow.
in, like, these glass cases and stuff.
Nice.
And, like, all different kinds. They had, like, the traditional, like, bonsai, like, kind of evergreen tree.
Right.
And they also had, like, bonsai oak trees, and they look like giant oak trees. They're just tiny.
Beautiful, yeah.
It's so cool.
You know, when you were away one time, you had me water your plants at your house.
Yeah.
And fucking Jim gave me like a page and a half instructions on how to take care of the fucking bonsai plant. And I was
Do you
like,
still have it?
No.
I was like, this fucking thing.
Did
I was
Steve
like,
kill it?
Yeah. He didn't water it right. I got him. He was dead.
and fucking, he's like, there's a tray underneath. You got to do this thing.
Did you have to
And
rake the Zen garden in front of the bonsai plant?
I pissed on it. But I was like fucking going through. I was like, who fucking cares about this? I mean, Jim can everything dies at my house, so I was just like,
I forgot about that.
Fucking
Oh, shit.
go in, and he's just like, you gotta, and it's a fucking shit ton of plants. And
I was big into plants.
Fucking bonsai plant sitting on top of the windowsill, or the fireplace or something like that. I had to fucking page and a half fucking instructions on it. Fucking
I need you to clip any new
was
growth.
Mr. Miyagi on that bitch.
I need you to rewire this one if it starts growing out a little bit. Bend it back.
He's like, you got to clip it if it starts doing this thing. I was like, you're going for fucking week. How fucking much can it grow?
And there's a set of chopsticks right next to it if you see any flies.
Yeah, I know.
And a headband.
Right.
I one time caught a fly in my hand. Have you ever done that?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
God, fuck. I thought I was special.
Hi, Daniel,
I thought
son.
I was special.
You're not special.
Damn it. I was expecting no's from both of you. I caught one in between my big toe and little toe. Have you guys ever done that?
No,
well
no,
done.
no.
I can't.
I've slapped one
Thanks.
with my ball sack.
Did you
Killed
really?
it. No.
Oh.
Who would do that? Who would slam their balls against the table? Speaking of that, you guys,
God, this
That's
would be
the best segue
pivot
in
of
the entire
century.
world.
have you guys seen Jackass 4?
Fuck yes, I've seen that.
I haven't, no.
I turned it on the other night because it must be on like
It's on-
HBO
yeah,
or
it's
one
on
of those.
those now.
Yeah.
And the wife and I were sitting there, and I'm like, let me turn it on. It's the fucking craziest shit.
It is
Is
so
it?
goddamn funny.
It's so over the top.
There's so many dicks.
Lots of dicks.
The stuff that I
watched it.
It's a good family movie.
The stuff that I always like from those, it's probably like on the more harmless side of the things.
Most obscure one.
No. It's on the more like harmless side of the things they do, but for some reason it makes me laugh so
resonates.
hard. The ones where like in one of the movies they had like something that they were looking at like on a hallway wall or like on a door, and then this thing comes out and like
Punches
them in the face.
They had one of those.
On the coffee truck, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That thing that makes me laugh so hard.
I always liked the one. It's not in the new one, but the old one where they had the hand,
The big hand.
the big hand.
Yes.
And when
It is in the
hits
new one.
Wee Man,
And
and it, like, sends
the
him
one where
flying.
Wee Man's like this. The guy's carrying all the soup, and Wee Man's like, he's like, "Hey man, what's up?" And it just like whacks him, and they were like, and Johnny Knoxville keeps laughing, and he's like, "You weren't suspicious when we told you to carry a tray of soup." A bunch of fucking soup.
That's so funny.
My favorite one, I think it was like CMY2K.
CKY2K.
CKY. Okay,
yeah.
so it was.
Man,
it was
I had all those DVDs.
Yeah. So I think it was BAM, and they were just punting a football, not punting, but like kickoff, in somebody's driveway out into the road, and it just smacked this car driving by.
Yeah, and it came to a screeching
Yeah,
halt.
the guy gets out and runs. Is like, "That's my brand new car," and one of them goes, "That's a '94 Corolla." Like just that, like timing. It was like, it was just so. Or when they rented the car,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they light it on
I
fire.
think it was
and,
like a Ford Escort or something
yeah,
like that.
and they like rolled it,
Yeah.
lit it on fire, and towed it
He's
back.
like, I bought the
It's like, wait, what are you talking about? I bought the insurance.
So I always thought that was like legit true. So I always I would fucking do burnouts and donuts in any rental car I got.
Is it not true?
No, it is true.
I don't know. I feel like that bit could have been set up,
Maybe.
but I mean, regardless,
right.
like phenomenal TV for like a 20-year-old.
Remember that they had the one guy, I don't remember his name, but just like run as fast as he can and just shit himself while he's running.
Oh, he's Steve-O.
That sounds like a Steve-O.
I don't know. It wasn't Steve-O. It was the other
Danger something.
Danger Eric.
Yeah,
Yes.
Danger. Something like that.
Hey, Danger Aaron.
Yeah.
Aaron. Yeah, that's who I think that's who it was.
Do you know in the new one, in the trailer, if you watch it, there's a bit. It's so fucking stupid, but it just makes me laugh. Where they drew a painting of the road, like
Like in the old Wile E.
like
Coyote cartoons.
yes, and somebody rides a bike right into it. I swear to God, fucking
Somebody
made me
they
laugh.
knew or no?
I don't know. It's one of the. It's real quick in it. It's like one of those real. Quick, but God damn it, it made me laugh so much because that was always one of the.
I need to watch that.
It was good. It was entertaining. You know what I mean? Like it
they
was
always
everything.
are.
It was everything you thought it was going to be.
everything you want it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a guy in the CKY 2Ks that was, or the CKY videos he was in all of them, and then once they became Jackass, he wasn't in them anymore. You remember the guy Brandon DeCamelo? He actually kind of looked like Lou.
Yeah, he looked like this guy named Will. You know, he rapped.
Yeah.
He did the Skeletor song or something
Yes.
like that.
Yeah. Oh, man, I haven't thought about that.
He
in a
didn't
while.
want to. He didn't want to do it anymore. So he actually is like a teacher or something.
Oh,
like that.
really?
Yeah.
Huh.
He went through all the pain and none of the payout.
Right.
I always feel like those guys ride that shit all the way through. Like they're just.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're all like living it up now, though. Like I follow like Chris Pontius on Instagram, and he's just enjoying life.
Yeah.
That guy's always smiling.
That's true. He looks a lot like my uncle did when he was younger. Every time I see Pontius, it makes me happy.
He lived next to Henry Rollins.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he
That's
was
gotta
like
be
his
a weird
And
neighbor.
he was like worried because he had like a party or something. And he like ran through his yard naked or something like that. And he saw him at like Starbucks and thought he was gonna punch him in the face.
I feel like Henry Rollins never smiled. Like to date, he has just never smiled.
You know, like I thought he, like, and I could be completely wrong. Like, I know he's done the music, I know he's done the spoken word, but did he do comedy like a really long time ago, or am I completely misremembering
I think
something?
he did do comedy, but it's like that weird like.
The weird comedy that's not
It's-
funny.
Yeah. I think maybe it's just a spoken word that's supposed to be funny at parts. I don't know.
Okay, and maybe it was only for like a short stint or something. Kyle loved him. Kyle loved
Really?
Henry Rollins.
He
yeah.
would.
Yeah.
He almost looked like Henry Rollins in a way. If Henry Rollins had like a cousin who wasn't like very muscular or manly.
I bet you Henry Rollins looks like an asshole, but he's probably a nice guy.
Right.
No, I bet he looks like an asshole. I bet he's an asshole.
You think?
He seems like
I
he'd
feel
be-
like he'd shit on you because you don't eat it healthy as
So-
he does.
Yeah,
He-
like I feel
Tide
like
says, he's like, oh, you don't do CrossFit.
That Joe didn't find that one funny.
Yeah, I know.
that was hilarious.
Yeah. Like people who vegans always like, oh, you're not vegan? Be
They
like,
don't say.
I'm
They
the
don't say, "Oh, you're not a vegan." They just tell you they are
vegan.
vegan.
Yeah. Like, I just with the same as everybody fucking else in the world.
Gluten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I played golf the other day. People I were playing golf with were saying they don't eat anything processed.
Ugh. I get it. Like I get the health benefits from that, but like it's got to be just so boring.
Yeah. And guess what? On the turn, they got glizzies.
The most processed thing on the
There
planet.
Yeah,
isn't
you can't get
anything-
more processed than that. And I was just like, I just wanted to be like pigs, assholes, and lips or whatever they say is in a glizzy.
But I can't think of a context that I would bring that up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
You just want to tell people that you're doing it.
right, but I like
It's like when you go to school, you go back to school the first day or after Christmas, and you always wear all your new shit.
okay.
You just
so
want to show
yes.
off your shit.
So, but it's new, and I feel like that's the people that always tell you when they just started it.
Yeah.
But 3 weeks later, they're not. Turn 9, they're eating glizzies. That's the thing.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ask them why they're eating glizzies?
No, because I almost had a birdie the hole before, so I didn't give two shits about it.
Did that birdie turn into a bogey?
No, it turned into a par.
Oh, that's
so,
good.
Yeah.
Hey, take it.
Listeners don't care about me talking about golf stuff. But what they do like to talk about.
Oh, fantasy football.
Fantasy football.
Were you really going to say that?
Yes, I was.
Nothing stirs up some listeners like some fantasy
Right.
football.
Do you guys like the funny names people do?
You did one of my favorite fantasy football names of all time.
Oh, what was that?
What was it?
Double Dwayne Bowe.
Yeah, that was actually one of my favorite ones.
That was really good.
Oh, that's a good one. So what's your name this year? You keep the same one for, like every year?
No, I try to change it every year. I try to fuck with the people in my group, and when they start arguing about something, I try to make my team name something they argued about, or something that's sensitive that could piss them off.
I haven't changed my name in 3 years, and mainly just because I don't know, I just haven't.
Yeah, I've had
Is
the
it
same
Double
name
Dwayne Bowe?
No, that's a good one. My name is totally unrelated to football. It's Shook Nasty.
You guys do punishments and things like that for
No.
that? We used to do like whoever finished first got to name the last person's
That's pretty good.
team.
Okay,
And
that's a harmless one. That's
Has it started fights? Has it ruined friendships?
people left.
Really?
People left the game because of it. I mean, left our league because of it.
Why? Examples.
We had a husband and wife that were in.
oh,
Well, they
I
were
can see
separate.
where-
They were separate teams,
oh,
and then
it's even worse.
the person who won, he's pure evil. So, so
At least he likes good gummy bears.
he wrote he wrote her name the next year had to be like Amanda with the dyke haircut.
Jesus.
I don't know if we can keep that in there, but
Oh, I think I will.
yeah. But it was something awful like that. So
So how did the husband feel? Is that who left, or did the
the wife
wife left.
Yeah.
the husband probably didn't get any for a while because he couldn't speak up for his wife because that's the rules are rules.
Yeah, and then he left shortly thereafter. So and they divorced.
Oh, well, happy ending, right?
Yeah. I always want to do like the crazy, but I feel like that shit's played out now. Like people don't do that
Yeah,
anymore.
like I wouldn't care. It's like somebody could name me my 18, whatever. Like it registers
Yeah,
zero.
you've been the
Right.
same fucking name forever.
Like it doesn't even register. I don't even care.
Remember we did a fantasy football league and your brother took like Jay Gibbons with the third pick or something like that?
My
was-
brother took any Asian player.
Oh, really?
How many can you fill a roster with?
His
Asian
first
players?
one was like Hun Sun Chu,
Sin Shu Chu.
Sin Chu Chu.
I thought we were doing fantasy football because I'm like, there can't be that many Asian
no.
people.
I think there's like one guy.
Yeah, he's a kicker
Yeah.
for the Falcons or
Yeah.
something. Or he was. I don't know.
Who's the Asian guy that played for the Yankees for a while? That was really good.
Oh,
He's an outfielder.
Suzuki. Suzuki. What is his name? Like
There's a Kurt Suzuki, but I don't think that's
no.
Ichiro's.
Ichiro.
Ichiro's.
And
played
he
for
would
the
just- he would
Mariners.
just-
No.
He did play for the.
He would just bang base hits all the
Did
time.
he play for the Yankees at the
He
end?
did.
No, that's not who I'm thinking of. Oh, they brought it up in that movie with Paul Rudd and Seth Rogen and
40-year-old virgin.
40, no.
This is 40.
No, the prequel to that one.
This is 30.
39.
No, knocked up.
That wasn't
Remember?
a prequel to This is 40.
Yeah, it is.
No.
100%.
No.
Or no, not a prequel. Sequel.
I'm still
The
gonna say
third one
I'm
was
gonna,
Godzilla. That was the third
No,
sequel.
but remember he's in the fantasy baseball draft. He's like, I got Matsui.
That's
That's who that was. That's who it was.
Oh yeah. I heard a Godzilla joke today.
Oh,
It was the comedian was kind of making fun of Asian people that they're short, and he's like, "Well, what if Godzilla was just a regular sized lizard?"
He looked like Bobcat Goldthwait in that One Crazy Summer movie.
I've never seen that movie.
Oh my god!
Have you seen it?
I don't think I've seen Bobcat.
It's got
Goldthwait.
John Cusack in it, where they put all the lobsters in the pool.
No, it doesn't ring a bell.
Oh
Is it a classic? Would it hold up?
yeah, I'm sure
It's an '80s movie. It holds up.
It's probably crazy offensive. As Demi Moore,
I feel like I was just talking about this movie with somebody.
I don't know, but it's good. I'll tell you that.
I think my coworker Brad and I were just talking about
That
it.
was one of
What was the name of
my
the movie?
One Crazy Summer.
Okay.
Oh man, yeah. I think Brad and I were just talking about that movie like a week ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. There's the movie that we have a watch party for. If we haven't figured it out from last
there
week,
we go. That's
we
fun.
could do.
It's still summertime.
It's still summertime. We could. I mean, we could legit. I could put it on my projector at my house, and we could have a fire pit.
Oh, that'd be super fun.
For our listeners, what's your address, Steve?
Oh, that was good.
That was
good.
good.
That was
It's
sharp.
gonna get
That was
edited
really
out,
good.
but
Yeah.
it's still worth a shot.
All right. Well, I think we've wasted enough of your time. Thanks for listening. See you next week.
Hope all of your fantasy football drafts are excellent. What's your fantasy football name this year? Tweet at us. And
At where?
At Jim Joe Steve.
And I'll send out the winner a koozie.
All right, that works.
All right. Well, give us a call at
856 the JJSS
and Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
All the same.
at Jim Joe Steve.
And for the Jim Joe Steve Show, my name is Joe.
I would be James.
My name's Steve.
Bye.